Hi guys, so some of you that have been following me might know that I was actually hosting something called the Tech Theatre here at the British Motor Show at the International Farnborough Exhibition Centre, and it was just about technology and the stuff that's coming into our cars and that exists in cars like that. And we had a load of experts and professionals, including this chap here, Mr. Frank Harvey from the Independent Garage Association, who has been working very hard because he was doing 3 sessions a day every single day, and they were sort of car tech explained sessions. And at the very last slide of the very last session, he throws in this bits of information which looks perfectly innocent. That looks absolutely fine, but I'd like you, Frank, to explain the significance of what this very innocent looking slide actually means.
Well, obviously vehicle safety is really important, and before we left the EU, legislation was passed that several safety items, well 11 to be precise, are coming into force in 2022 to make our vehicles safer. Now this is obviously July, starts in July
2022, which is next year.
Next year.
And this stuff is going to be on brand new cars sold from July.
Any new platform sold from July 2022 is going to have this stuff in it.
And tell us exactly, just about, highlight those 4 special ones for me.
Well, the one that's obviously attracting your attention is the alcohol interlock.
Well, not for me personally, I don't even drink.
Yeah,
which actually, to be honest, is doubly annoying for me. Because, you know, honestly, I don't drink. Why the hell do I have to blow into an alcohol thing to start a car?
Unfortunately, some people do, and some people take the risk. You know, we know the legislation is really strong on it. But if you can't start your car, if you've got alcohol in your breath, that makes it twice as safe, even more than twice as safe.
Okay.
And it stops those people that might just take that silly risk and not just put themselves at risk, but other road users as well. So if we've got a system in our cars that detects alcohol in our breath and won't turn the ignition on, it makes life safer for all of us. And that's what this is about. It's about preserving life.
Okay, fair point. But can I not get some kind of exclusion from it? Can I not just say, look, hey, I certify I don't drink?
Probably not. No, I've not designed the legislation, but they've probably thought about that one. I think you're going to have to produce a breath sample into the vehicle, whether you drink or not, to say...
So you or something in the car?
There'll be something. I've not seen the system, but they're going to be well in the design stage now. You know, they'll have been through testing, but yeah, it's going to make sure that you can't cheat the system.
Okay, well that sucks more for some people than other people. But let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to this one. What is data recorder?
Yeah, I mean, our cars are computers on wheels. We've got electronic control units throughout the vehicle now, and because they're talking to each other, they have to record data. Historically, that data sat in the ECUs, but now what this is going to do is mean that data is going to be accessible. So, you know, in those horrible events where there may be a fatality, and it's difficult to sort of decide what's happened or understand how the vehicle's reacted, the emergency services will be able to access data that's been stored in those ECUs that may say there's a fault with the vehicle, which is unlikely these days, but it also may say how they reacted, what their reaction times were between lifting off the accelerator, hitting the brake, if indeed they did. You know, unfortunately we've seen some terrible accidents with heavy goods vehicles where drivers haven't been paying attention for one reason or another, causing several fatalities in one accident. If that avoids one of them, it's got to be a great system.
Fair point. So it's like a black box in the car, but it will tell on you. There's no lying anymore.
I mean, it's not going to be broadcast, but it could be. We've got connected cars now.
And then
it's going to be in the event of a serious accident. It's not. They're not going to stop you and say, "We think you were speeding. Can we plug our machine into?" I doubt it. And I hope not. You know.
I'm not so sure if the information is there, it's going to be used, right?
Absolutely.
And what about the emergency stop? So you no longer have the. I know in America, for example, you must stop at a stop signal, and here it's sort of give and take, isn't it?
No, the legislation's it's a stop sign. Otherwise, it's a give way sign. So yeah, I mean, it's about almost forcing people to abide by the law, which we should do anyway, but now it's been taken out of our hands and the car is going to say, this is a stop sign, I'm going to stop. And you know, because these systems will act suddenly and all, what you'll get is things like it will flash the hazard lights. We've seen it now with cars on the motorway. If people brake really hard, you'll see the brake lights flashing to get the attention of the driver behind. It will do that as well. There'll be lots of interconnected systems.
So the car will come to a stop regardless of what you're thinking.
And it will do that on the motorway now with other things as well, with all these ADAS systems that we've got coming in. So it's just taking that one step further.
So talking of motorways, What sort of speed will you be doing when you're driving back up to Lancashire?
70 mile an hour, unless there's roadworks, and then it'll be whatever the roadwork says.
What sort of speed do most people do on the motorways?
Oh, yeah, 70-ish.
What sort of speed will they be able to do after July 2022 in brand new cars?
We've got smart motorways now, and you know, we're all aware that as smart motorways come on, the signs are changing. They're now like familiar road signs, so they've got a red border on them, they've got white numbers in for the speed limit, and we've got cameras in our cars with these systems that will recognise that, and it will actually limit the speed of the vehicle to whatever the road sign says. We're all aware that occasionally you'll get in a situation where the only safe way out of it is to accelerate past it or whatever, so they can be overridden but not switched off, and that override facility is about accelerating to full throttle.
Wait. Are you telling me that the car will automatically limit the speed according to what it perceives to be the speed limit on that road?
That's the speed limit. It's not perceived, it will read the sign. The cameras will read the sign.
But, you know, if it's like really early in the morning and there's nobody there, then, you know.
Well, it's not time-dependent speed limit, it's a speed limit for the road. I don't write the rules. This is just the technology. I understand exactly what you're saying, but it's there for a reason. And we never know what's around the next bend or what's going to come across the road. You know, we've all driven on those country roads where it's nice and quiet, and I've had deers run out in front of me. You hit a deer and you know about it. Actually,
you hit a camel. I've seen that before. But oh my God! I mean, this is pretty big. This is quite big. This is probably the most radical thing that's happened to driving liberties, if you like, since we've had the car, since the driving license was introduced.
I mean, the people introducing this legislation will argue that if people drove within the law, there'd be no need to do this. But it's about safety. And if the technology's there, why would we not use it to make car travel safer?
Okay, then why did you bury the slide at the end of your last presentation?
I put it at the end just so to get people's attention, really.
You should have put it right at the beginning. Frank, thank you for making my life miserable. But I got to thank you, though. Great effort, amazing work that you've done, and amazing work that you guys do. Thanks so much for this. I need a copy of this from you, which I'm going to share with my followers on here. But yeah, thanks a lot, Frank.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks for your help. Take care.
A big thank you to my top tier patron and sponsor, Jay Williams over Air Technic. Check out their shop for brakes, exhaust, body kits, and of course, suspension. Plus, thanks to Muhammad Ali Ahmed and Tom Conway Gordon, who are both tier 4 patrons, and of course, all of these guys for also subscribing to my Patreon account and contributing so much towards helping me to continue creating this content. Join them over at patreon.com/browncarguy, and of course, make sure that you are subscribing, liking, and sharing this channel. Hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of my videos, and also check out browncarguy.com and follow me on all social media channels. Just search for my hashtag, which of course is #brown.